What up guys, Joachim Justin Morgan here, and in this video I wanted to show you an app that I have been using primarily for Greek right now, but also a little bit for Spanish. And this one kind of was meant to replace Closemaster. When I last made a video about Closemaster, I was using it for Spanish and things were really good. I showed you guys how great some of the features were, but unfortunately those don't work the same way on Greek. I'm not sure why exactly, but the same settings I showed you guys how to put up in Spanish, I did not seem to transfer over to Greek. It would not it would not allow me to I guess kind of maintain only the reviews that I was doing for that day. There was just some problems with the reviews and the way that I was using it to learn that did not transfer over to Greek. And then I'm not sure if they actually changed the app, like they updated it, and that the features that I previously showed you weren't available because I didn't go back and redo Spanish again. But anyway, so I found another app to kind of do a lot of the same things. It doesn't... I'll kind of go over some of the things that it does not do that I really liked about the way I had Closemaster set up before. But this is Mochi. And you can see it has this little leaf on here. There's a few different types of Mochi apps that are for different things. But this one is specifically for language learning. And I'm currently working through a show in Greek called Eftikismeni Mazi. And what I want to do is kind of learn to go through these words and learn these phrases really well. So the way that I make the cards, and this is really cool, this is only available on the paid version, which is like $5 a month, but they actually have a text-to-speech program that's really good, and the voices are really good on it. The Spanish ones that I've seen are actually even better, but the Greek ones are really good too. So I've taken the transcript and just copied it from YouTube and pasted it into ChatGPT, and I gave it the prompt to create flashcards from each segment. So I ask it to cut the show. It's like a 40-minute show, so it cuts it up into 10-minute segments and uses flashcards for those. So 4 different segments of the show, and then that'll basically be like 4 days worth of information. And there's, I think I did 15 cards per each segment. So I have one highlighted there. I'm going to move on to the next one. So I'm going to go down to, I can read this, but just for your guys' sake, it's Molis me ειδοποίησαν ότι ακυρώθηκε η πτήση. All right, so there's a lot of vocabulary words in that I don't know very well. So they just notified me that the flight was canceled. Molis me ειδοποίησαν ότι ακυρώθηκε η πτήση. Ακυρώθηκε, I'm assuming was canceled, because η πτήση, I know, is the flight. So η πτήση is the flight. Μόλις με ειδοποίησαν ότι ακυρώθηκε η πτήση. So I kind of have a little idea of that one. But I'm going to go here, click new card. This is just how I set it up. There's different ways that you can do this. But I take the whole thing and put it into both the front and the back. And then with the paid version, you can create an audio file from this. And all you do is you go down here to see where I have it highlighted and I'm moving it. If you go all the way over to the side, you can click speech, and it makes a sound file for that. And you can see that it changed that to a sound file. So when I click save, I can go back to that card and...
Μόλις με ειδοποίησαν ότι ακυρώθηκε η πτήση.
And I can listen to it a few times.
Μόλις με ειδοποίησαν ότι ακυρώθηκε η πτήση.
Μόλις με ειδοποίησαν ότι ακυρώθηκε η πτήση. Ότι ακυρώθηκε η πτήση. Okay, so I'll begin learning that card, probably not today, maybe later today sometime. But that's just kind of how easy it is to make the cards. I wanted to show you guys that. I'm going to go here to Spanish, where I have only really reviews. So you see when you go to a category, I have it separated into Greek and Spanish. So Greek's up here at the top, and then I have Spanish down here. And there's 20 reviews that I haven't done today for Spanish. So I don't have any new cards. I'll need to make some. But my Spanish deck is a little bit easier, I think.
Había muchas cosas que no entendíamos.
And I can kind of go through these and the arrows down here at the bottom, you can see I can click that I got it right or that I got it wrong. Like it's good or I still need work. But I can review these all day long.
Estábamos hablando cuando él entró. No era lo que yo esperaba. Ella trató de explicarlo, pero Él afirmó que no tenía nada que ver con eso.
Okay, so, if I want to practice speaking these, so sometimes I just go through it for comprehension. So, like comprehensible input. I'm going through these so that I understand every word that's being said.
Él afirmó que no tenía nada que ver con eso.
But I can also use it for output practice and speaking. So, I listen
Él
to it
afirmó que no tenía nada que ver con eso.
and then I read it. Él afirmó que no tenía nada que ver con eso. Él afirmó que no tenía nada que ver con eso. And I can keep going over that again and again for fluency and reading it. Él afirmó que no tenía nada que ver con eso. Nada que ver con eso. Nada que ver con eso. Él afirmó que no tenía nada que ver con eso. And then, I can kind of just start listening to it without reading along.
Él afirmó que no tenía nada que ver con eso.
And from memory beginning to say it. So that way I am getting output practice where I'm not just reading, but I'm listening to it and then repeating it back. I'm shadowing then. So there's so many layers of different things that you can do with this very simple app. And I think it's not
Todo parecía normal al principio.
it's not without its own learning curve. Like I had to figure out how to put those speech things in because it wasn't immediately obvious. But once you know how to do it, it's very easy to do. Once you set it to a certain language, though, I will say that it stays on that language. So like if I'm putting in Greek letters and then I don't remember to switch it from Spanish to Greek, then it actually in Spanish starts just saying out Greek letters with with a Spanish accent. So like reading kappa, alpha, lambda, it doesn't that doesn't work obviously. But as long as you remember to switch between languages, or maybe you're only studying one language, so you put it into that and it stays there. This is a really cool app. It has the same. I think the spaced repetition system's a little better, I think, than Anki in that with this one you can review these, over and over.
Ella sabía la verdad desde el principio. Me prometiste que me llamarías.
So maybe like you have a day where like I just really want to practice these cards in different ways. And I want to go through them again and again and again, even though they're reviews. Well, with Anki, if you click that you didn't know it, it's going to automatically start setting the spaced repetition system back and giving you less time for each word. You're like, why? I didn't really want that. I didn't need that. I just wanted to review it. This is a lot easier to use, in my opinion. And I think it's better than Anki. I was just seeing how it looked like switching it to the side. I usually just hold my phone straight up like this. But anyways, that's it. I just wanted to introduce you guys to this app and tell you that I've been using it. And I think it's a really good system for like if you're wanting to review things and do different layers of practice, like listening, reading along, speaking, shadowing, repeating, like all of these things are very good and easy to do in this app. So I think it's a severely underused and like it's a sleeper app, I guess you would say. Like it's one that's like just kind of been hanging out there, and it's a hidden gem of how good it is. I've actually not really used the free version very much, so I can't speak to if the free version is as great, but it's only like $5 a month, and the ability to freely make these cards like this and add the voices that are kind of decent voices to use is indispensable, in my opinion. And unlike Anki, the web version and the version on your computer like are easily to sync together, and they both have the same features. So it's not like if you get the if you're only using the app and you're not using the app on your computer at all, then it really doesn't matter. Like you can go only use one or the other. So this is a really good app, and I am very impressed with it. You guys take it easy, and I'll talk to you soon.